Welcome to Turn Into Podcast. I'm Gina Baruch. Join me in my journey and discover how women's stories are woven into our lives, reflecting the beautiful tapestry of human experience. All right, welcome to Turn Into. Grab your headphones and buckle up. Our first podcast episode starts now. If you ever lived on an island and own a pre-loved car like mine, you know the essentials. A full supply of water for surprise radiator leaks or engine fires because you never know, a reliable hammer for coaxing the starter motor, and at least one sticker of your favorite deity for those divine intervention needed driving moments. Because let me tell you, there are moments you just have to turn into something new. Like that day, I was doing 50 miles per hour on Kuhue Highway, tears streaming down my face, no brakes to speak of, yet feeling this bizarre calm, a presence right there beside me. I just knew I would reach my destination, even if I had no clue how. So, how did a Mexican woman wind up in Hawaii navigating life with such spirited transportation? Let's rewind just 1 week. If you're in Kauai's North Shore, finding an available mechanic is a sacred quest, a true test of patience. My first mechanic declared my transmission damaged. Another was impossible to reach. So driving south, car stuck in first gear, creating a symphony of honks and annoyed faces behind me. I opted for a closer, questionable alternative. I barely made it, a massive water leak gushing from under the engine. The guy barely glanced at it, saying, "I think the problem is the transmission. You shouldn't be driving this car. I can take it to the dump." I believed him. I took the bus home and spent the rest of the day mentally calculating how I will ever afford a new car. The next morning, I woke up with this strange, nagging feeling to go back to my car, but I just dismissed it as a sentimental attachment. Then, a whole week later, the mechanic called me, and guess what he asked for? My title. That's when I politely told him where he could go, took my car, and decided on another mechanic. But my car, still stuck in first, started overheating, smoke pouring from the hood. My only option was a kayak business parking lot. As I fumbled for my insurance, a rude voice barked, "Lady, this is a private property. You cannot park here." My explanation about the broken reverse was met with a shrug. It was 2 p.m., hot, and my car was overheating. I opened the hood, checked the water, still there. I closed it, stared at my car, sun beating down. Then a wild thought hit me. What if reverse works now? Crazy, right? Gears don't just magically change. But I tried it. And guess what? The gear display was black. But it worked! Not just reverse, but second gear too. Suddenly, I was driving smoothly, no overheating. Which brings us back to my crying on the highway. Those weren't tears of anger or sadness. They were tears of profound realization, of feeling a force larger than myself holding me, a profound stillness within, despite the chaotic external circumstances. Was this a life metaphor? A lesson in trusting a greater plan? Or was it a sharp reminder about my own laziness, my willingness to accept someone else's verdict instead of asking smart questions, making an effort, and taking responsibility for my own situation? Perhaps it was a divine 2-for-1 special, like the universe whispering me, I got your back, but also, you got a brain, so let's use it. I had given my power away because it was easier than dealing with more mechanics and more shitty cars. In that moment, an epiphany struck. I saw myself writing this story and countless others to share with women, not because I am extraordinary, but because my journey, my failures, my struggles, my triumphs, they resonate. My story is your story. It's our sisters' stories, our neighbors' stories, the stories of women everywhere. And that's how Turn Into was born. It took months to quiet the imposter syndrome, to find the courage to share my vulnerabilities and mistakes without judgment. But if you join me on this ride, I promise joy, fun, maybe a few shared tears, or moments of righteous anger. We will journey through my personal odyssey, from the vibrant jungles of southern Mexico through the corporate green of Silicon Valley, spiritual retreat in India, a teaching community in Hawaii, and finally, my path as a textile artist. Most importantly, I will share the moments of inspiration and the interconnected stories of powerful women that breathed life into my art. This podcast is for women and men of any age, minus the little ones, who are searching for their passion, seeking a spark of inspiration, and looking for tools to explore new ways of self-expression. I truly hope my journey encourages you to learn, to grow, to create your own art, and above all, to keep loving. Thank you for listening me. Hold on, I almost forgot the crucial cliffhanger. You're probably asking, what happened with the car? Did I finally arrive? The answer is a resounding yes. And better yet, my car got fixed for a significantly less money than a new transmission. Talk about a powerful lesson in trusting your gut. If you enjoyed this episode and you would like to hear more about this, please support this project by subscribing to my Patreon, sharing it with all your friends, and follow me on Instagram at Gina Baruch Art. See you next week, and always remember, you were born to shine.